Thanks, everyone. That's all for today. Thank you.
Thank you.
How the hell did that happen? How did that moron get in there? Who the hell is that?
Mark Heffernan. He's with the AP.
Mark Heffernan. A name that will live on in infamy.
He always asks the most interesting questions.
Interesting?
Well, unexpected.
What was that? What did he mean asking me that? What was he trying to do?
Well, it was a simple question.
Simple. Next time we get the questions first, and then we'll decide which we answer.
How did you know?
Know what?
I've been wondering.
Wondering what?
Well, what you said. That you knew that God had forgiven you for stepping out on your wife.
Because I knew.
But how? Did you see God? Did God appear before you?
Why are you asking?
I'm curious. If I said God had forgiven me for something I'd done, some transgression, wouldn't you wonder? I mean, I pray all the time. Well, not all the time, but once a day at least. Usually at night when I go to bed, and I've never heard a peep from him. Nothing. Not even a thank you for believing in him. What's he sound like? When he told you you had been forgiven, did he have a deep voice? Is it accented? Did he speak in a foreign language? Language of heaven, I guess you call it. But how do you know?
Because I know.
But how?
I felt his forgiveness.
Like a warmth? Like when you've been outside and it's really cold and you're shivering, and then you go inside and it's warm so you're not cold anymore, like that?
Yes, like that. Just like that. It was a warmth.
So then it wasn't words?
No. It was a feeling that I had. A feeling.
But you said God had forgiven you.
And he did. He forgave me. The way I said he did. With a warmth. A warm feeling.
Maybe you were coming down with something.
It was not the onset of flu. I was thinking about my sins, my human failings, my indiscretions, and then I felt a wonderful feeling, like an embrace take me over, like a hug, like that, and I knew.
That he forgave you?
Yes.
Maybe not.
What?
Well, maybe he did embrace you.
No, maybe he did. No, maybe about it.
But maybe he was doing it the way you embrace a kid that didn't win the race, or that came in second in the spelling bee. It's consoling, it's comforting, but because you lost. And he hugged you and consoled you because he felt you were lost to him.
It was a feeling that I had, not you. Don't you tell me the meaning of what I felt.
But I'm just trying to get it clear for myself. You have to admit, it does sound odd saying, God forgave me. Especially when there are so many other things God has to turn his attention to. The floods and earthquakes and buildings collapsing or exploding. To take time away from events like that to tell you you were forgiven?
They say God works in mysterious ways.
Boy, I'll say he sure does. If forgiving you was more important than stopping some explosion or a plane crash or earthquake or building collapse, think of it. If he wasn't consoling you, he'd have seen that building was going to collapse or explode and he could have stopped it from happening. But instead he was busy making you feel warm all over.
Is that it? Is that all?
Is that it what?
Because I have more important things to see to than trying to explain this encounter that I had and did have with God.
An encounter? So you did see him. What was he wearing? Was it one of those Roman toga-like things? Or a suit? Or something casual, shorts, or pajamas?
Pajamas?
He is God. He can wear anything to work he likes. Who's going to tell him not to? It's not appropriate and go change.
Are you doing this to annoy me?
Doing what?
Asking me these questions.
Well, I never had the chance to talk to someone who had encountered God. I think you'd only be too thrilled and honored and humbled to have the chance to tell someone about it. So what was it? A suit? Or something less formal? Was he wearing sandals?
Bobby, you're fired. Get off your desk and get out. Give me your computer password.
You're firing me because I wanted to know what God looks like? Now this is a story someone in the press could really run with.
What?
This has Pulitzer Prize all over it. Faithful public servant loses job when he asks his employer, a powerful Christian member of Congress, to describe an encounter he had with God. Talk about an unreasonable and unchristian termination, not wanting to share the experience he had with our Creator.
You wouldn't. Would you? You would?
I'm your press liaison. I'm the one who organized that get-together just now. I'm the one who scheduled it. I'm on a first-name basis with all of them. I know so much about your life that they don't know that they'd love to be privy to, but that I've helped keep hidden.
Like what? What don't they know?
You want the list?
The list? You have a list?
I have a file I've been keeping.
No, you don't.
Oh?
Where? Where is it?
Not here, that's for sure.
Where then?
Someplace safe. But I left a letter with my lawyer in case anything happens to me that looks suspicious. And it will tell him where the file is and what to do with it in case.
How about this? We do.
I'm listening. We do what?
What do you want?
I want to know what God looks like.
Something earthly.
Oh, something earthly. I'd like a better apartment, which means I need a better salary.
That's it?
Well, you've kind of taken me by surprise. I need a moment to give it some thought.
Okay, so gather your wits and give it some thought.
Let's see. What else do I want? What do I want? Oh yes, I'd like to be your chief of staff.
But I have one.
You asked me what I wanted. I can't help you have one already. Not a very good one as far as I'm concerned. He let this indiscretion of yours burn like wildfire. I think that calls for a termination. With cause. You can offer him the choice. He resigns because of his failures, or you can fire him. He can leave with some dignity and a reference, or he can go in shame empty-handed.
You would have done better.
I have numbers to call. People I can ask favors of.
Favors?
Favors. To make a story go away, shall we say.
Really?
Under my watch, this would have never seen the light of day. It would have been taken care of.
I think I'm seeing God right now.
You flatter me. But flattery won't get the job done.
No, it won't. And this isn't going to be easy. God, he's been with me since my first campaign. I remember the day he came in to volunteer. I knew right away he was someone special, a real keeper. We were working out of my apartment. I didn't even have a campaign headquarters, and when I did have one, he's the one that found it for me. I've known him longer than I've known my wife. Hell, he's the one who introduced us. I always thought he was a little bit in love with her himself. He sure never forgot her favorite color. He almost took my transgression worse than she did. A lot of years. Through all the kids, through all the...
The longer you put it off, the harder it will be.
Right.
Mark, it's Bob, the new chief of staff. It worked like a charm. It couldn't have gone any better. He's talking to him now. An announcement should be coming by the end of the day. You'll be the first to know so you can break the news. I'll see you at the apartment and we'll celebrate. Yeah, like that. Oh, and that way too. And like that. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes!